Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my daily Wordle tutorial. 9:03 a.m. Saturday, June 20th, 2026. This is Wordle 1827. In that year, sadly, Beethoven died and had a funeral in Vienna, Austria. On a more positive note, the first Mardi Gras was held in New Orleans, so 199 years ago. So, oh, by the way, one other thing is happy 163rd birthday, West Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia became a state on June 20th, 1863, right smack in the middle of the Civil War. Yeah, they left us here in Virginia. So, by the way, if you watched the soccer game yesterday, everybody in the crowd sang Almost Heaven, West Virginia for John Denver. So that's kind of becoming a thing. And everybody's singing it wrong, so I'm going to sing it for you here real quick, up the beginning. And my apologies to John Denver, because this is bad. But Almost Heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old, they're older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. So did you hear me? I said growing like a breeze. It's not blowing like a breeze. Everybody in the world sings blowing like a breeze, but it's not. Fun fact. Okay, so here we go. Let's play. We're going to go with, that was an exciting match though. Not a soccer game, they call it a match. But that was a nice, that Seattle crowd, that's a soccer town in America. So here we go. The 4 vowels of do. Oh, wow, we got 3, but all 10, not in those respective positions. Let's use my ETAOIN SHRDLUC system, which I'll write in the description for you to memorize. ETAOIN SHRDLUC. So ETAOIN SH. So now, per my algorithm, we make a word with these 3 letters and 2 of these letters. See what we're doing? Try this algorithm for 30 days. It really works. So stead is jumping out at me, S-T-E-A-D. He was in good stead with the credit card company, because he always paid his bills on time. And I'm pretty sure we've talked about this, but we're trying to find 9 out of 10 times Wordle does not use a new word. So that's the other part of the math, is find that rare word that hasn't been used yet. Instead, has been used. 9 out of 10 times. Play the math. Okay, let's start with the D. D-A, Dante. Dante's Inferno, but that's a capital, a proper name. Dante's Inferno. Interesting stuff. Had to read that in English. D-E-A. This can't end. Let's, what if it ends in D-E? Trade. T-R-A-D-E. Trade. I think trade's been used, but we'll give it a look here. Yeah, trade, trace. Did I see trace too? Yeah. Trade, trace, tract. Let's start with the E. Exact. I have to have a D though. E. Edact. E-D-A-C-T. Is that a word? Edact? Edact. Redact is a word. I don't know about edact. I don't think that's a word. Edict. Edify. Uri. Edact. I don't think edact's a word. D. So the D is probably at the beginning of the end. Okay, not necessarily, but okay. D. D-A-T-E-D, dated. But it won't end in T. The world doesn't end in D or S usually. Okay. Let's go to the alphabet real quick. We're already at 3.5 minutes. A, B, C, D. Let's just pick something. Dazed, D-A-Z-E-D, Dazed and Confused. Great song, great movie. Well, great song, pretty good movie. I don't know if I put the movie with the song, but pretty good. Okay, Herd, H-E-A-R-D. There we go. Herd, H-E-A-R-D. We're just going with it, because at this point I try to keep these videos down to 5 or 6 minutes, and we could do this all day. Herd, Heart has been used. Heart, great. Hetty has been used. Great band. Saw them in concert. Ann and Nancy were awesome. Well, no, but now we got the, what else did we get? We got an R too, so now we got almost an anagram here. We should get this now. So, after the second guess, a good time to review vowels. Got the A. E is out. We got the A and the E. I and U are out. O and sometimes Y, often here still on the board. So now we know, well, the E. Well, now we know the E. Now we know the puzzle begins or ends in E. Okay, because the E can't be here, here, here. So let's say the E starts with here. Let's look at this logically. So E-R-A-D That's not a word. EDAR, no. So the E's here for sure. So now we know the E's here, pretty much. Now the D has to be here or here. So that means we know the E's here. So that means it ends, so it's RADE like trade, or DRA. So it's like trade, or DRAPE like drape. So let's look for drape or trade. See what we're doing here? We pretty much got it down that it's going to be, drape has been used. And what about trade? Trade's been used. Didn't I already just say this? I'm a deja vu. And we're almost out of time. Trade. Okay, so let's go with drape. Well, what else could it be? D-R-A-A-B-C-D-E-F-G-H-I-J-K. Drake. Drake, that lovable Canadian singer. I don't know one of his songs. I'm from the Michael Jackson, Prince era. Drake, Drain, Drama. Drake is available. Don't want to guess the K, but here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it. Well, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.